Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to another episode of Live Day Trading Recap. So I made some trades today, small size, some winners and some losers, and I'll explain what happened. After that, I'd like to talk about the danger of catching a falling knife from a trading perspective and also an investing perspective. Because I do see a lot of stocks are heavily down from its 52-week highs, and people just flopping in their money to it, but they don't realize that they are catching a falling knife. It's a form of catching a falling knife. As a knife catcher myself, I want to share you guys how I do it and the higher chance of success. It's not a guarantee, but at least increase your chances. If you're interested, watch the footage. Again, I'm not a financial advisor or a stock guru or claim to be one. I'm just a random guy on YouTube, love to trade stock and invest in the stock market. It's a long journey, a lot of mistakes, a lot of trial and error, but ultimately, the decision is up to you to buy the stock or not, right? Because nobody's forcing you. It doesn't mean Warren Buffett buy a stock, right, for a long-term investment, and you go ahead and buy it too. Just like Charlie Munger bought some Alibaba the first quarter of 2021. A lot of investors were like, oh my gosh, Baba went from 300. I'm gonna buy it 250, 240, 220 because Charlie Munger bought it. And next thing you know, it keeps going down, down, down. That's the danger of catching a falling knife when you don't know what you're doing. Unless you're a long-term investor, then that's a different story. But I highly doubt people would hold Alibaba 5, 10 years from now. Majority of people are watching this video or any other video on YouTube, right? They want to make a quick buck. All right, let's just get straight to the footage. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting. EVGB is falling, down 45%. Pre-market, a bunch of lower highs. No confirmation at all. I'm waiting for that reversal signal, but I don't see it. So I'm not gonna take this trade. I've been giving for 15 minutes already and look at it. I don't see it. So lesson number one is be very patient. If you miss out a trade, it's okay. There's always a trade around the corner. So I decided to pass this one. I don't see it, so move on to the next trade. Square. Notice here Square in the 30-minute chart and the hour chart. The 30-minute, look at this big red candle compared to any of these little candles. So that tells me, okay, Square could have a lot of red day today. I mean, like it's not gonna bounce like a V-shaped recovery, you know. It must be a miracle for that to happen. So I'll just wait patiently, waiting for that reversal signal. Each one of these candles represents 5 minutes. Meanwhile, waiting, like I said, enjoy my morning, have my cup of coffee, chat with friends. Meanwhile, let the stock do its thing. Looks attractive, right? Right here? But no, I need the confirmation. And then I was watching W. Same thing, down 7% in the first 30 minutes. Got my attention. Look at all these bull traps. Again, you need that confirmation. Well, first of all, you need the reversal signal. This is not a reversal signal. Follow, you know, this is just a classic three bar play, short, but now it's hindsight, right? So let me pass forward a little bit. Back to Square. So now it's hindsight, but the bounce is short-lived because Square bounced right here. This right here looks pretty good, followed by a higher high and higher low. But I didn't jump in at that time because this right here acts as a heavy resistance. I just want to play it safe, and I did the calculation, right? If I enter right here at 82, I thought about the not, you know, you get the idea, right? When I said 82, I meant 182. You know what I mean? So at 82 and then 81, that's like a $2 risk. For me, that's too much risk. The upside is like right here, so it's like 1-to-1 reward ratio. So I decided, nah, didn't enter that trade, but that was the bounce. This is kind of scary right here. If you enter it there and pull back, like, oh crap, right? Continue downside. Because there's no guarantee in this game. It's only you have to wait for the confirmation and the reversal. Well, first of all, you wait for the reversal and then the confirmation. Looks very attractive right here, but I decided not to enter. but it's too late. It already popped. Because after that, it just tanked. W. Look at the first 30 minutes. That's a solid red. There's no wick at all. So therefore, they're more to the downside. I was watching 190. Well, first of all, it has to break 200 because 200 is a whole number. But ultimately, I was watching the 190 because the daily. So when I catch a falling knife, I also use the daily just to see how low it go. I mean, think about it. It already tanked 17 bucks and it's still going down for the past almost hour, right? How low can this go? All right, the first little doji right here, almost 200. Can it break? Absolutely could break. Stochastic RSI is super low, but that does not mean it cannot go lower. Look, it's been going low. Look at the stochastic. It's been going sideways for the past 30 minutes. Looks very good. So right now it's got my attention already. Like, well, okay. Red, doji, small little pin bar. Not quite a pin bar, but a higher high and higher low. This candle is much bigger than this one now. Now, ultimate question. Can it break above this green moving average right here? Because it's been fell for the entire morning. It fell right there. Well, first of all, it fell right here. It fell right there. It fell right there. It fell right there. It fell like 5, 6 times already. So what I'm waiting for is, okay, I'm going to wait for the whole 5 minutes just to play it safe. Because now I'm doing the risk reward ratio. Okay, if I jump in here at 202, I'm going to risk $2 because the stop loss be just slightly below 200, right? I don't want to risk $2. So I decided to wait to see if it could pop above it and stay above it. And it sure did. So I should have entered right here at 202 and a half or around 202. But I just playing a little too safe and enter at 203. There we go. Entered. So slightly higher high, another word. My stop loss, very simple. Just either right here, right? If it breaks below that, I'm out. Resistance. Well, this one right here, that it fell around 205. Not going to be exact, but close enough. I try to give it time. And I tried to exit at the $0.50, but unfortunately, I got out at 34 cents instead of the $0.50 because I used market order. It's okay. But the key takeaway here is I wait for the reversal signal. The doji is a pretty much the change in direction. That's what the doji is for. Wait for the next candle to see what direction it wants to go. Okay, it looks like I want to go up, higher, 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 low. This right here is a confirmation, and this is where I enter in this candle. So that was a good execution. I just that I played a little too safe. I should have entered slightly below 202 instead of 203. So that way my profit be more. Again, small size, only 100 share, not a big deal. I think the more important here is entry and exit. Your share size or profit will follow as you go along as a trader. After that, it just go back down. Cause notice this 1 hour right here. Look at the hour chart. That's a solid red. Compare all these little candles. So W is small little bounces like this. Is good. You can catch the bottom. Next chart I'm watching is Facebook. So Facebook, I was watching the $24, $25 level right here. This is a 1 month, 4 hour chart. I barely add this into my trading. Because my previous video, I don't have this chart up. But now I just try to test it out. But one thing I don't like is right here, the 30-minute chart. That's a pretty big wick. Ideally, I like the next candle to be up here, but this is also known as the inner wick. I don't know how you call it. I just know how to describe it. I just don't like when the next one have a big wick like this, and the next candle is not above it. See how way down here? So what I see from a knife catcher standpoint, most of the time this next candle tend to go down to here and bounce. That's how I see it. So I have a limit order right there. Of course, it never hits it, but yeah. So let me pass for a little bit more. but I know not to enter. It looks very attractive. I know not to enter there. Right? It looks very attractive right there. The bullish engulfing candle right here, followed by a higher high and higher low. If you want to follow that safe route, the chicken route, you should have an enter right here, right? Or have an order, the next candle, this candle here, at a higher high. But if you have your order at higher high and ready to order, notice it never get triggered because it tank. So that saves you some headache right there. So now it's retesting. So look at the wick right here. It's almost filling into the whole wick already. So, but it didn't hit that. I mean, now it's hindsight, right? Should have entered right here too, but because that's the bounce right here. Enter slightly right here. Stop loss right here. What? $2 risk, $3 risk, $2-ish risk. Let's see what else I have. Tesla. So Tesla's making a move. I look at the hour chart. Looks very bullish at the moment, right? Higher high and higher low. Bullish pin bar, bullish pin bar. But the resistance is going to be right here around the 1020. So enter right there, small size, 50 shares. I know I need to sell slightly below 1020. So let me fast forward slightly a little bit. There you go. So I sold around. I try to get to 17, but let's see how the spread. It fluctuated real quick, so I couldn't get to the ideal. But nonetheless, pretty good formation right here, based on the hourly chart. So that was a small gain, 140. STNE. I did not wait for confirmation. This is bullish and candle. Looks very nice, right? A red doji followed by a big bullish engulfing candle compared to these candle. Higher high, I got in, but I should have to wait for the confirmation. So I got in at 815 market price. Originally, I want to go up here around the 30 cents, 40 cents ish. So, but I entered such a bad price, there's no profit because it pulled back after that. So eventually I got out, break even pretty much. Well, not really. I lost like 10 bucks. So I got out. I gave it so much time. Notice the time right here. I gave like 25 minute, and it's still not going. So exit it. So that's pretty much what I did all today. So up 220, 255. The rest is just AFK and just chatting with friends and stuff like that. So let's go to the other stocks that very attractive, but I highly recommend not to buy it yet. Some of these stocks right here does fall quite significant. Hood, very popular among YouTubers. Okay, so this is the hood chart. Let's go to the daily. Notice hood has been falling, right? This right here is just crazy. So many bag holders right here. Let me draw some bag holder. When I say bag holder, I'm not making fun of bag holders, okay? I'm just saying what I see. I mean, we all some shape or form of a bag holder, so don't feel bad. But there's a lot of bag holder in this range. Now it finally breaks. The question is it time to buy? Well, my answer is no, it's not time to buy, because it's create a bunch of lower highs. Now the daily you can't really tell much. That's why you have to zoom out to the weekly. What can we see here? Looks pretty negative, right? But a better picture is the monthly chart that a lot of YouTubers don't talk about. Notice this candle right here is a doji, followed by a lower high and a lower low, right? Next month, lower high, lower low. Next month, lower high, lower low. What do we see here? It's going down. So what is the point of catching this Robinhood, or what's the point of catching this stock, right? When the stock is still falling, you're just gonna get killed. Or out of buying power. Buy some here, thought I might fill in the gap, but it fell. Buy some here, buy some here, buy some here. Average cost down on a losing trade. Don't they say that? Do not do that, right? So what is the point? I mean, if you buy some here, you should have recognized, oh crap, I'm down. The question is, when do I average again, right? To average the cost down. Depend how many percentage you're down. And if you see, or just cut your loss, because some of these stock will fall for a very long time. Another stock that's very popular among YouTuber is Smile Direct. Look at the moving average right here. It's all sloping down. When an average sloping down like this is very negative, but the daily, like I said, you really can't see much. You have to zoom out to the bigger picture, the weekly. The cross started right here, right? The momentum moving average, the 20 and the 6 cross over. Now this right here, it just acts like a bunch of bear traps. Bull trap for those who want to go long. Right here, a bunch of right here. So it's going down. But ultimately, I highly recommend to check out the monthly chart. What do we see in the monthly chart here? Because as an investor, you want to buy the best price you can get to maximize your return, right? If you buy it here, you're not going to have that good return because you're down. But cheap stock can always become cheaper. But check this out. The death cross is right here on the monthly chart, the bigger time frame. Each of these candles represent 1 month. Check it out. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Not this one, but you get the idea, right? It's a bunch of lower highs. So what is the point of buying right here? Or first of all, buy it right here because of this whatever previous price action, right? Right here. I'm pretty sure where a lot of people start jumping in. Right here. Nothing wrong with that, I mean, I do it too. But it's good to recognize, okay, where is the bottom, you know what I mean? Or else you're just going to get burned. And then if you do buy it here, should I average cost down here? Again, my answer is no. We need to wait for the confirmation. Notice this candle right here compared to this candle, or compared to these two candles. Which one's more red? Of course, this one. What does that mean? The bear are still in control. If you just look at, just Google reversal signal. What is the bearish engulfing candle? Here's the chart I found. It's free information. See, reversal signals. Study these, It's kind of funny. This one tells you exactly where to enter and exit. I thought it was funny. So the most popular one is the bearish engulfing candle. It's kind of funny. See how it says right here, short on this candle? It does not say short on this candle because this candle is pretty much the reversal signal, but we need a reference. We need to see where the stop loss is going to be, right? And stuff like that. So it's kind of funny how it tells you where to enter and where to exit, where your stop loss. Same thing for going long. See? This is a pretty big red candle, but followed by a little green, green or blue, a little positive candle, reversal signal. But we need a confirmation. This is the confirmation right here. Higher high, higher low. But look, you enter on this candle, the third candle, right? This is where you should enter, or highly recommend it to enter. And this is stop loss. That is exactly what I did right here for in this footage on this W knife catch. Let's go back, right? See, reversal signal, confirmation. I should have entered here, but I was being a chicken shit. Nothing wrong with that. Just play a little bit safe. Enter here. But notice I enter a higher high, not a higher low, right? So I thought that's kind of cool when all this free information on YouTube, not YouTube, on Google, reversal candlestick formation, and just look some examples. That you don't have to buy any courses from anybody or join any Discord. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying in general, while people spend money on supporting other YouTubers, nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, the information is free out there. You just have to study and just practice, So one last example that's a very, very popular among YouTubers. Let me see which stock I have here that's very popular. I think Piton is pretty popular, right? Okay, Piton. I think it's all started right here on this candle, the formation. And then from there it just go downhill. Now this candle, now this is a monthly chart, okay? Look how red this candle is compared to any of these candles. Now it looks like it can create a low. So the question is, do I buy it here? Well, some people already bought it here during this fall, right? You go to the weekly. We can see a lot of knife catcher right here call themselves an investor. Nothing wrong with that. But at some point, you want to ensure at the best prices possible. You can do all your DCF value, your calculation all you want. At the end of the day, it's all about price action, right? Hence, the stock can fall for a very, very long time. And then your DCF value, okay, for example, okay, let's say like around 100. Then why the hell does stock keep falling? Well, I think it's all about price action. Candlestick formation is very important, especially in the monthly chart, because, like I said again, I keep repeating myself. The daily chart, these little bounces could be a false signal. If you're an investor, as an investor, to maximize your profit, maybe I highly recommend to look at the monthly chart to see the direction of the stock market or direction of the stock. Now compare that to other stock like I don't know, Facebook. This is why it's more important to see the direction. See, that's why people or investors like myself buy on Facebook dips then rather than buy on like Robinhood dip, right? Because it's down. Look at the direction on the 10-year monthly chart. Every single pullback or impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement. We buy on retracement. Impulse, retracement. We buy some here. Impulse, retracement. We buy some here. You see what I mean? Because the monthly chart, the direction is going up. Even the past 2 years is going up. So I highly recommend investors, even when I catch a stock on a discount, look at the monthly chart before you make your decision to maximize your profit. All right, this video is getting long. So yeah, I mean, you can catch a falling knife daily chart, a day trading perspective and investing catching a falling knife. It's the same thing, right? You pretty much buy low, sell high. That's the whole idea of the game. But just have to be careful when you catch that knife. Wait for that confirmation. All right. See you guys in the next one. Bye.